So today we are in the incredible town of Corfinio, with its stunning historical centre that was once the capital of Italy. What a bargain property we've got for you, just on the outskirts of this incredible place. Just wait while you see this one. So the old town of Corfinio that we've just seen is literally a few minutes walk down there, and just here you can see the old town, or the bottom part of the old town just here. Always cars going past as I'm doing my video. And we've just done, I'm not sure what order I'm putting these videos in, but we've just done a property just down here. We sold a beautiful villa quite a while ago down here on the left. Great location, plenty of parking here, so you don't have to worry about parking. And this property today is enormous, and for this money it's just unbelievable. So all of this, it's not all of this, I just want to show, but all of this used to be one huge house, the whole thing, and over the years it's been split up, and you're getting part of it. And believe me, value for money here is just incredible. So it still has the original gate posts that would have gone in to this property. The part that you're getting, it's a shame we've got this bright yellow Fiat Panda. Basically, so half of this, just before this door here, so half the house, all of this, let me show you this, all of this all belongs. Some of the nice detailing up on the roof. All of this property, all down here, beautiful stone surround, all the way down to this here. It is huge, and for this money, anybody see my reflection then? It is just incredible, absolutely incredible. So you get all this door, window, door, window. Well, it's not a door, the window's down here, aren't they? It's a huge property. Get out of the sun. What an incredible place this is. And it's in great condition. It really is. To have something this size for this price, including all the fees and taxes, 59k. is just madness. We've got a cat meowing somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there he is. I don't know about a cat, looks like a lion. Anyway, looks nothing like a lion. So what an incredible property. So beautiful features, all of this, all the way down there. And there's no outside space to the property, apart from a, can you hear the cat? Apart from the little balcony here. But in front of the house, this pavement is not officially yours, but this road only goes to the end here. Is obviously for anybody that lives down here, so there's about three or four houses there. But people use, as you can see, this person's using theirs to put the car. People use these outside of the front of their house, so there's nothing to stop you pulling a table and chairs out there. You can't claim it as yours, but as you can see here, they've even got little bushes coming out here just to sort of separate things. So you could easily pull a table and chairs out there. Your neighbours will probably come and join you. So, as I said, no outside space, but short walk into town. Huge property, unbelievable price, but you do have the option then to be able to sit out here as well if needs be. Before we go into the house, a little competition. Write in the comments if you know what this is for. It's a piece of iron. Go on, have a guess. Write in the comments. Are you ready to go and have a look inside this incredible bargain property? Let's do it. So we're heading into the house, and this really is such a large property for your money. It's unbelievable. Heading in, we've got the usual marble staircase. It's pretty standard here, isn't it, Italy? In fact, it's a little bit boring now, actually, marble staircase. Then we have some huge rooms. Just look at the size of these. Now, bear in mind, there are no electrics on. I have put a little bit of light in this room, but the rest of them are quite light, to be honest with you. Look at the size of this room. It's massive. It's huge. Some of the furniture's been left. I understand that I believe that this sofa is going, and a table inside here I believe is going, but I think the vast majority of things are staying. This room is and the ceilings are so high, and it has the vaulted ceilings as well. And it's a stone property, so that you could have some amazing features here. It's actually in very good condition, so for the price, this is just madness. Absolute madness, this price. The windows they're not double glazed, Daves. They're single glazed. Some of them have fly screens on, but the shutters seem to be new in most of these rooms. So that's great because it protects the windows. It does have radiators. There is a boiler. The boiler looks a little bit old. They said that when they last used it, it worked, but I always think with boilers, you should always consider new boilers and consider between 2.5 to 3K fitted. I love these wooden doors, the original double doors. There are electrics. Obviously, they're not working because they're switched off. But again, bear in mind that they are older systems. So to give you an idea of the size of this, let me just get this laser. 5 meters 25 in that direction by 4 meters 65 in that direction. Huge room. Before we go in there, I'm going to just show you, let me show you in here. This is a little storage room. I brought my light. There is a surprise on this video when we go downstairs under the house. I haven't been down there yet. Hopefully Domenico's not down there waiting for me. This is a good storage room. Great size storage. These houses certainly tell some stories. I don't know what story that's telling, but there you go. Moving on. This room really is huge, huge, huge. Let's go and see this other room first, which again has these double wood doors, and again, amazing size. These ceilings have got to be 3 meters 80, I reckon. And vaulted ceilings again, look, has the wave vaultings. So vaulted ceilings, stone, huge rooms. Amazing. And this is, Italians went through a stage, and it's called the angolo cottura. And this is a classic example of what that is. So you have the kitchen, but they have what they call a cooking angle. And that is this. In other words, where you actually cook, you slightly hide yourself away. Not sure why, but there you go. And then if you like, you can sit up there and peel your potatoes. But yeah, I would just take this down and just have a beautiful long kitchen on there. This kitchen is actually quite good order. It's all right for now to get you in. This, I'm guessing, is the fridge. Old fridge. But to start you off, does that matter? Huge room again, really is. Fireplace. Let me have a look at the size of this place. So obviously bear in mind, I'm going right to the kitchen wall at the back there. So it's 5 meters 20, but take off a good meter then, because this staircase goes down to the surprise that I'll show you later. And this is by 4 meters 53. Huge rooms. Beautiful kitchen diner. This is a kitchen diner, dead simple layout. Then have your your lounge diner in here. Amazing. Then at the end, this has its own entrance from the outside. This is, Domenico calls it a tavernetta. So what's a tavernetta, I hear you saying? A taverna is traditionally in Italy where if you were having a few friends coming round and you wanted to have a few drinks, maybe a game of cards and all the rest of it, then you would come into a room like this. This is just off the house, where you have little parties, little, that kind of thing. Would you keep it as that? I think I'd be tempted. I don't know what I would do here, to be honest with you. Write in the comments. Maybe an office, maybe a little studio. You've got a fireplace here. There's a photograph to my left, which I'm not going to put on here because obviously it's people's personal photographs, but there's a lady sat by this fire, and it must go back quite a while. It's amazing to see things like this. This is the table that I believe will be going. So just to give you an idea of the size of this, so we're talking lengthwise. It says, I've got an error, hold on a second. 6 meters 21 by it gets narrower towards the end, but this is by 282 at this stage, halfway. A little bit wider that side and a little bit narrower this side. And this does then go out, straight out onto the door that we saw from the front, but it does have the original doors on the inside. So these are great. Rub these down, they would look fantastic. Let me know in the comments what you would do in a room like this. Would it be utility? Could have a number of uses. Now remember the fact there's water here, and you'll see why when we get upstairs. Okay, so let's carry on through this enormous property. Can you believe you get all of this for this price? Unbelievable. Gonna save that while later. Let's head up the stairs. Obviously you've got high ceilings here, so you've got a few stairs. Comfortable stairs, there's a few of them. Let's head up there to show you one of the biggest bedrooms I have ever seen in Italy. Are you ready? And again, it has these double doors. So it has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 door wardrobe that just gets lost in it. Here's the flooring. And look at the size of this. It's enormous. Huge height ceilings again. Definitely 3 meters 50, if not more. I mean, the size of this wardrobe, and it's just lost in here. Not quite sure why they had it so close to the door. Oh, hang on a minute. That's why. What's in there? Didn't see that before. I'm guessing that is access. Oh. I thought it was access to the loft. So if this massive wardrobe isn't enough space, then you've got this. So bear in mind, this and the house behind used to all be one house years and years ago when it was first built. That's why you see some of these alcoves. Okay, bit of dodgy wallpaper. I think I'll get rid of that. But look at the size of this. So to give you an idea, let's do this one as well. This is 5 meters 34 in that direction. By, it's got to be a similar, maybe a little bit less. By, yeah, 4 meters 70 in that direction. But that's huge. The bed looks lost. And here again, single glaze. These are aluminium, but they do have new aluminium shutters that are wood effect. There's Domenico, look. Nice view from here. It's only a Juliet balcony, but nice view looking towards the mountains, especially on the left. And the old town just over here. Amazing. So large, this room. And then out of this front window, again the older windows, but the new shutters again. And there, looking out over the land at that side, over the mountains at that side, looking out towards Vittorito. But this is beautiful. Bear in mind, as I said before, there's no electric on in this house, but it just shows how light it is in here. Superb. Then we have, I'll do the bathroom last. We go through double doors again. We have a huge bedroom in here as well. A humongous bedroom in here. Again, a bit of dodgy wallpaper. Maybe get rid of that. I think it wants to come off anyway. Stone walls. Stone walls don't like wallpaper. Now here's what you could do in here. Let me open this a little bit more because the new shutter, again, wood windows, but it does have the new shutter on the outside. Because here, I would suggest that you've got two options that you could do here. If you need 3 bedrooms, then this needs to have a corridor, and believe me, it's still a good double. A corridor from here that just goes along here. Yes, it wouldn't have any light in it, but you would then use this as your 3rd bedroom if you need 3 bedrooms. And if you put a corridor in this, oops, it's tripping over the chair. But if you put a corridor in here, this is still a huge double bedroom, without any shadow of a doubt. Let me just measure it. Bear in mind you want maybe 1.5 meters for a corridor, but this is 5 meters 41. So you're probably still going to have a good 4 meters. In fact, the corridor, let's have a look what you would have. Yeah, 3 meters 80 you would have if you put a corridor. So it's still a big double bedroom by 3 meters 85 in this direction. So that's if you wanted 3 beds. If 2 beds is enough, because you could always use that other room downstairs that we didn't know what to do in, you could do something down there. The bathroom is here, which I'll show you in a second. If 2 bedrooms is enough, then this 3rd bedroom you could use as an ensuite and dressing table. Beautiful floors in here. Because this is a great size. And if you remember when I said, remember that there's water down here, well, that's where we are now. We're above that. So in theory, you could potentially, obviously we need a geometer to do it, but you could potentially make this an ensuite for this bedroom, which would be amazing. So you give your guest the huge bedroom, and next to the bathroom, this is still a huge bedroom, but it would have ensuite and dressing room. Don't know what you think about that. Or it would be a 3rd bedroom. And this is also a great size. You can see with the furniture. More than enough to be... So this is 2 meters 86 by 5 meters almost in that direction. So it just shows this room would actually be bigger. Not quite as long if you put this corridor in. But width-wise would be bigger than in here. And this is already a big room. So you could easily put a corridor in, or you would change it and have en-suites. Let me know what you think. Obviously it all needs to be done by a geometer and done properly, but I think it could be done. There's shutters, the new shutters again on the outside. And then here we have another one of those alcoves. Oh, it's actually quite a decent sized one. So this actually makes a really good wardrobe, even though it's got a wardrobe here. Actually, that will be plenty big enough to have as a wardrobe, so you don't have to have anything in here. This place is amazing, don't you think? Look at the price. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So then the bathroom, the main bathroom, a little bit of a strange shape because obviously it's tied in with a staircase. So you have a longer part here. I think I would do away with the bath and have a shower there. You could maybe even have a sink on this wall if you wanted to. And then it opens out here where the actual sink is. Actually, no, it's a good place where the sink is. But everything you need. And again, it's a great size. Great size. Some bathrooms are just this section, but in here you've also got this bit of a corridor. So yeah, things are a little bit older, but wow, what a place, what a place. Again, new shutters on the outside, the original windows on the inside. I'm blown away by this. I really am absolutely blown away. So we're going to have a look at the room below the house. Oh, by the way, there's a hatch there as well to get up. There must be some loft space or something like that up there. Okay, let's head down. Okay, so back in the kitchen. And let's head, I've already checked if Domenico's hiding down here, and he's not. Let's head down and see what we've got down here. Oh, don't know, I've just done them. Just to let you know as well that behind this door, obviously we've got the water meter down here, and there's the boiler. Doesn't look old, to be fair, but always consider you may need to change the boiler. Property this size, you need to consider 2.5 to 3k for that. It may not need it, but consider that it might. Okay, let's head underneath and see how much storage. If anybody's down here, this is huge, absolutely huge. What would you do down here? So many of these buildings have this kind of thing. Obviously these are belongings that they'll be taking away, this rubbish. Bottles of tomatoes, wine. I love places like this. I was going to say you can feel the presence of the previous owners, but I daren't say that. So some of the tubing up here is for the central heating in the house. It's really dry down here as well. Perfect conditions for storing things. This must be an old wine press. Can't imagine them taking this away, because this will weigh. I think that this was brought down here, and I think this is going to stay down here, because that must weigh a ton. Then you've got other little bits. I thought that was a door. I didn't go past it. No, it's just a fly screen that somebody's left down here. Then you've got a little bit of storage through there. That has the wine bottles. Because some of these old, absolutely amazing. This has got to be 10 meters by at least by 5. Incredible. There you go, folks. What a place. What a bargain. What a place. I'm a little bit speechless. Should we do final thoughts? Let's do it. So my final thoughts on this one, amazing, stunning, absolutely stunning. Huge amount of space, beautiful room. Imagine revealing some of these vaultings and maybe revealing some stone. And incredible, absolute bargain property. Amazing location. Corfinio's a great little town, but you're close to so many other places. There is a bus service here that goes into Sulmona as well. Probably, I think somebody said 5-6 times a day or something like that, but obviously you need to look all at that if bus service is a priority for you. But there are those options. You can walk into the town, basic facilities in town, but you're very close as well to Raiano, very close to Popoli. You're an hour and a half from Rome. Amazing. The space on offer is incredible. You've got this little extra bit to do something in. Maybe you need a studio, maybe, I don't know, hobby room, office, somewhere to sit and watch football or Formula 1 or wherever it is. Incredible. Enormous rooms, so much space. Feels so grand. And to get a property of this condition at this price is not easy. Not easy at all. Nice sized bathroom, and then you've got a bit more development here. Do you need 3 beds, or do you want a luxury bed with a walk-in wardrobe and bathroom potentially in here? Then of course, not forgetting one of the biggest bedrooms in Italy. Absolutely love this place. What a bargain, what a property. Thank you so much for your usual support. You really make the difference to our channel by coming, supporting, liking, commenting, sharing it with friends. It really does help us in a big way. And if this property is for you, then make sure you jump on the email. Send an email to info@ahomeinitaly.com and let us take you through the simple process of a remote purchase. Whatever you do, whatever you're doing, stop, send the email, and do not miss this one.